All right, you guys. Breaking news that just came out like 9 hours ago. There's been an update to Helldivers 2 and some of the issues that could alleviate the server issues. Some patch notes that were released for the newest patch that could potentially fix a lot of the bugs people are having. So I found an article, well, actually, my buddy Trout found an article by IGN addressing some of these stuff and the patch notes that went on in Helldivers 2 today, as of February 22nd. So let's get into it. Helldivers 2 patch 1.00.11 kicks AFK players and fixes players stuck defrosting. Helldivers 2 developer Arrowhead has released yet another patch for the game, this time addressing one of the key issues that contributes to its high profile server problems. Okay, you got my attention. Helldivers 2 community has called on Arrowhead to add an away from keyboard auto kick feature to the game after players admit leaving it on all day and theoretically at least blocking others from getting in. All right. So we're talking about Arrowhead because like the one thing I did admit in my last video is that the Arrowhead CEO, this man is very transparent. He comes out, he speaks, and he talks to us on Twitter, unlike most CEOs. Helldivers 2 players on the game's Discord had said they were refusing to log out on purpose so they can ensure they could play when they wanted to. One user said they left themselves logged into Helldivers 2 before they went to work to make sure they could play when they got home. Another said they hadn't logged off for 3 days. What's funny was one of the guys in my last video commented that at about lunchtime, he has his wife go turn on the computer, log into Helldivers so that when he gets home from work, he can actually play the game. And to me, I don't blame Arrowhead because Arrowhead had no idea that this game was going to be as big as it is. I kind of blame Sony because this is a PlayStation game that Arrowhead developed for them for not stepping in to assist them with these issues. Now, Arrowhead has addressed these issues with patch 1.00.11 for the PS5 and PC by adding functionality that kicks players who remain idle for 15 minutes back to the title screen. Elsewhere, there are a number of stability and crash fixes, including fixes for the dreaded stuck defrosting problem. One thing I think is interesting is I played this game on launch weekend and I had almost zero issues. I think the game crashed for me like twice and dropped me from the game twice. So like 4 issues over like 10 hours on the first weekend. Not bad, especially with how big this game got and not a lot of people knew. Now the second weekend is where I had a ton of the issues where like there was a lot of like wait times, queue times, stuff like that. So them actually addressing this because I was commenting on somebody that commented in my last video. He was like, it should be 5 minutes and then boot him. And I'm like, no, give him 15 because like what if you got to go poo? And you know, it takes 10 minutes. Grab yourself a coffee. And like you get back and you're still on. It's not like you're gone for 30 minutes. I mean, I do know some people that it could take them potentially 30 minutes to go and take a poo, but I think 15 minutes is a very, very fair amount of time to allow people to do what they got to do to come back and start playing again. Helldivers 2 update. All right, let's take a look at the patch notes. Fixes multiple crashing triggers when joining other players' ships. I had that the second weekend. First weekend I didn't. Fixes crash triggers when exiting ADS. Okay, so I did have that happen twice on the second weekend. Fixes crash is triggered when players leave a session while bombardments are active. Okay. Fixes issue where online missions in Galactic War Map were unselectable. So I did have that. It was really weird because the last time I played it, it only allowed me to select one mission, period, end of story. Like, it wouldn't let me select any other missions. Fixes issues with GameGuard and Steam's verified integrity step. Fixes issues with GameGuard and the Windows firewall. Okay, so this is a lot of PC fixes right here. Ship management panel. Fixes issues preventing access to ship management problem. Hold on, let's see. Fixes issues causing players to get stuck in the defroxing. Yes. I had this one. I'm trying to see. Fixes crash triggers when processing of buying super credit fails. Okay, a buddy of mine had that because he was like, I want to get this battle pass. After consecutive quick play attempts. I don't play quick play. Implemented a functionality that will kick players who remained idle for 15 minutes back to their title screen. Okay, I can get behind that. Those are some actually really good fixes because it fixes a lot of the crash issues. Arrowhead also noted that a number of issues that were either introduced by this patch and are being worked on or are from a previous version and have not been fixed. No text in the present for the requisition and social menu for players' HUD. Crashes may occur when matchmaking on Galactic War maps. PS5 players may encounter a code, blah, 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 on the log screen. Login rate limited when many are logged in at the same time. Okay. Players can become disconnected during play. I've had that happen twice during both weekends. So I think it was like one launch weekend, one in the second weekend. Rewards and other progresses may be delayed or not attributed. That is a big issue. So like we were playing the other day and I'm like, bro, I need to get to level 10 because I want to get one of the watchdogs, one of the drones that flies overhead. And it, for whatever reason, I was like hard stuck at level 8. And I'm like, bro, like, I swear to God, we keep playing. It's giving us a lot of XP because we were playing on harder levels and harder difficulties. But for whatever reason, we couldn't get anything done. And next thing I know, I log in the next day. I went from level 8 to level 11. I jumped 3 levels. They like 50 freaking war medals, all kinds of stuff. And it's just crazy. Various UI issues may appear when the game interacts with servers. Okay. Pick up from certain objects in game may cause characters to freeze in place for an extended period of time. Bro, this one is terrible. Especially like when you're going through and they have those caches where you could blow the doors off, I would go in there and I would be picking up like the credits and everything. I would just be stuck. So you'd have to like dive a couple times, like actually dive, and eventually you might potentially become unstuck. But you would be stuck like that for like a minute and a half. Other unknown behaviors may occur. What? That one doesn't make sense. Japanese VO is missing from from intro cutscenes and ships TVs. Armor values for light, medium, and heavy armor do not currently function as intended. Yeah, so I don't get the whole armor not functioning as intended because from my understandings, I think all the armor, regardless, like it's just cosmetic right now. So you can wear whatever armor you want and it looks all the same. I was hoping that they would be in here talking about purchasing upgrades from the ship store and stuff. Like I would purchase, and it wouldn't purchase it with all the stuff that I got from the missions. So I don't get where that is. That's not in here. But at least with this update, it should fix some of the server issues and get us in there so we can join the fight and keep on pressing. Anyways, you guys, let's go full screen. That was just a brief overview of like everything that's going on with this new patch that was released today for Helldivers 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, it was breaking news, man. If it means that kick out some of these AFK players and actually get other people in, bro. Like I said, I personally have not had many issues when it came to getting in. I think the most I waited was like 3-4 minutes. I haven't had an hour wait time. Knock on wood. But like I said, it is what it is. Hopefully this is a way that they're going to alleviate the servers and be able to do it. I know a lot of people out there are like, don't buy the game. I'm not going to tell you buy the game or not buy the game. I'm going to tell you right, like straightforward. It is a lot of fun. But it's like any other game. There's going to be growing pains because they did not expect this game to be as large as it is. Anyways, comment down below. How do you feel about this? Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think 15 minutes is too long? Or do you think 15 minutes is too short? Anyways, you guys, don't forget to mash that like button and subscribe. We're on our way to 8,000 subscribers. I want to thank each and every single one of you guys. You guys are awesome and helping to support me in this channel and also the doggos. Everybody seems to love the dogs. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.